Welcome to the Retired Life TV news summary for the 9th of August 2011. As you know, we're experimenting with regular news formats. This edition is voiceover with backup graphics on video. Increasing numbers of pensioners are expected to be badly affected by the latest round of energy price hikes, which have been announced by the suppliers. Scottish Power announced rises of 19% for gas and 10% for electricity on the 8th of June, which came into effect on the 1st of August, and British Gas announced rises of 18% for gas and 16% for electricity on 8th of July, which came into effect on 18th of August. Swalec, part of Scottish and Southern Energy, says that based on the new typical annual household gas consumption adopted by Ofgem in November 2010 of 16,500 kilowatt hours and the typical domestic electricity consumption of 3,300 kilowatt hours, its typical dual fuel bill will be £1,265, up from £1,094. That's a rise of about 15.6%. Consumer organisations say that these price rises simply heap more pressure onto already cash-strapped consumers and question whether the increases in gas and electricity prices are fair. Consumer Focus Wales said, currently consumers cannot tell whether these increases are justified, and that stokes the lack of trust in energy firms. They also say suppliers constantly point to rising wholesale costs. Yet although wholesale prices have risen recently, they remain around a third lower than their 2008 peak. Lindsay Curtin, an energy specialist, called for regulator Ofgem to get to the heart of whether prices are fair. The Department of Work and Pensions have just published some new research that outlines a scary future for pensioners in upcoming generations. If you're 20 now, you're 3 times more likely to reach 100 than someone who's currently 80 years old. Compared against someone who's 50 today, today's 20-year-old born in 1991 is 1.6 times more likely to reach 100. The DWP's research, based on Office of National Statistics figures, says that today's 20-year-old female does best, with a 1 in 4 chance of getting the Queen's telegram. Her male counterpart has just less than a 1 in 5 chance of reaching 100. Compare this to people who were born in 1931 and are 80 now. Less than 1 in 10 males or females alive today will reach 100. From the pensions point of view, with more people staying alive longer, that means that the cost of paying pensions will rise, and the annuity levels can therefore be expected to fall. So unless retirement ages rise dramatically, upcoming pensioners will need more and more in their pension pot to ensure a reasonably funded old age. People retiring today are also facing some of the lowest annuity rates for many years, and prospects aren't good for a further fall in rate levels, say experts. Billy Burrows of the independent annuity experts Better Retirement Group says that the average yield on a UK Treasury gilt has fallen in the past fortnight from about 3.9% to 3.5%. The main reason for the sudden reduction in yields is the flight to quality resulting from the European and the US debt problems, he said. As the price of gilts rises, the yields fall. In fact, UK gilt yields are at their lowest level for many years. It won't take long for this to feed through to annuity rates and what insurers pay out. For example, Aviva has cut its annuity rates and the drop is around £70 a year for a £100,000 pension pot. Although the cuts in income are small, about 1%, it shows the trend is downwards. Of course, over the full term of an annuity contract, which could be as long as 40 years, even a small fall in annual income could cost thousands of pounds. When pension savers reach retirement, they are offered the opportunity to convert their pension pot into an annuity. Their insurer will write to them with a quote, but each individual has the right to reject this offer and search the market for a better annuity rate. This is called the open market option. But quotes are often valid for just 14 days. With the rapid decline in gilt yields, annuity experts are urging people at the point of retirement to act quickly. Billy Burrows of Better Retirement Group said, "The point is that anybody considering an annuity in the next few weeks or months should not delay. Anyone thinking of an annuity next year should probably wait and see what happens with the Eurozone, US and the UK." Finally, a Dutch report quoted in Money Marketing magazine says that making people retire later on possibly less good pensions could result in mental health concerns. Their paper shows shocking increases in depression and mental illness among those who have had their pensions changed close to their retirement date. It reveals a 40% increase in depression and mental health problems for those caught by the 2006 changes in the Dutch public sector pension system compared to those unaffected. Dutch public sector workers born after 1st of January 1950 were told they would have to contribute more and work a further 13 months to achieve the same pension income as those born before that date. The researchers concluded post-retirement health worsens when individuals are induced to extend their working lives longer than they want to. The report also felt that feelings of unfair treatment was one of the key drivers. Those employees who felt they'd been cheated in the final chapter of their working lives and that the retirement goalpost had been unfairly moved when they were within touching distance were significantly more likely to suffer mental health problems. We'll be back with more news next week on Retired Life TV.